Hello, Sonder family. Welcome to your coloring meditation this evening. I'm Jennifer Ogilvy, and I'll be your facilitator as we work on this beautiful page, or perhaps you have already colored your page and you're sitting with something else, and that is a-okay. We are just glad to have this time together to lean into our coloring meditation. I see, hello, Carolyn. I see some very first time colorers. I really, really want to welcome you guys, especially because you are going to be leaning into a meditative act this evening. Coloring is very, very good for the adult brain, and it does a lot of good stuff for you. It settles those hormones from the day, and it helps calm you down. It helps you focus and just kind of leave the worries behind. Lots and lots of good benefits from coloring. And from time to time, I share some of the science behind that. But tonight we're gonna take some time to look at something else that I'm very excited about. Joining me tonight, my co-facilitator is the fabulous Bailey Grady, and she is logging on. She's giving you a big wave. She's got a pumpkin on her shirt. She's ready for our time together. And Bailey and I will be coloring along with you, but we'll also be hanging out in the chat if there's anything that comes up that we can help you with. Speaking of that chat, make sure it says that your name to everyone. If it says to host and panelists, then just Bailey and myself will see that, and the rest of the Sonder family won't get to see what you're sharing. This month's theme is perseverance. And man, I know that we're working on that. We're kind of looking at the things that we've accomplished in our lives, the tough stuff that we are on this side of. We realize that we have survived every single hard day that's been thrown our way. And I love that we're taking time to look at perseverance. And so this goes really nicely with a coloring social, because again, we're going to kind of decompress and pursue a little bit of calm this evening. There are our community guidelines. We just want to make sure that this is always a safe space for our Sonder family. We take care of each other. We're here for each other. And so, of course, no hate speech, no bullying. And if you have any like product questions or customer care questions, you'll want to send those to hello@silkandsonder.com, and headquarters will be able to help you out. Bailey and I will do our best to answer any questions you have, but we have limited resources behind us. Oh, hey Brenda, glad you're in. Storms here, internet is slow. Don't you just hate when when the internet, oh, so I'm glad y'all are here. Our time together this evening. Here's our agenda. We're going to do an opening activity. I am very excited about our opening activity. We're going to color. I've got some great kind of fall, autumn music to play in our background as we relax and we breathe and we embrace this time of meditation. And then we'll finish up and close. So we have an opening activity this evening. I told you I'm excited about it because I consider the folks who embrace their coloring page in our Silk and Sonder family, there's just something there about having that eye for the visual arts. We like to make color. We like to create. We like to experiment. We like to see what happens. And so this evening, I'm going to embrace that idea of visual arts and really lean into photography, because I have a challenge for you for the autumn season. There are so many benefits of photography. It will improve your self-care habits. It helps you, if you get into a habit of doing something every day, right? And you compare it with something maybe that you're trying to work on. Taking pictures is very therapeutic. Secondly, it encourages community interaction. If you Start a little photo challenge and you publish that picture every day to maybe your social networks or your friends, or maybe you start a family group. Hey, let's all do this together. You create some interaction. Photography helps you just remember the joys of life. We have a beautiful gratitude log. And one of the things we could do is maybe embrace that gratitude log by pairing it with kind of having that photographer's eye and looking for certain things. Photography also provides a beautiful vision of this world when you stop to notice things. It just, it helps you be aware of your environment. Lots of times we walk right on by maybe fallen leaves, but if we stop and look and notice the shape, the colors, taking time. A brown leaf isn't just a brown leaf, right? An orange pumpkin isn't just orange. Uh, Photography keeps your brain in shape because, when a guy did research out of the University of Texas, um, found that when you do photography and you're leaning in to get just the right picture and doing the right frame and all that kind of stuff, pretty high cognitive activity. You're engaging a lot of the connections in your brain. So that in turn helps improve your episodic memory and reasoning skills. So anything we can do to keep that brain flexible and always learning. Photography can also help the body to get moving because we're looking for things, especially if you crouch down or you lean or you reach. And then you get to enjoy what you love even more because you're capturing it in a picture form. And as you know, photos are very positive mood stimulants. And sometimes, you may find yourself when you need a dopamine rush that you'll open up your camera or your photo roll in your camera, or maybe pull out an old photo album. So they're good for you. You get a dopamine hit when you reminisce and take time to do that. Photography, of course, will improve your creativity, and finally, it gives you a sense of direction because it makes you look forward to maybe what you're going to take a photograph of, the next one and the next one. So, when you instantly turn on your camera or pick up a camera, you are challenging yourself to get creative, and that is so good for your brain. And so here is your challenge. This is what I'm really excited about. I want you to take a moment to create your own autumn photo challenge. So this will be for the whole fall. And I want you to think about the things that you'd like to capture with your phone. And you can make a list on a notes page. You can schedule things in your phone or in your journal. I've suggested maybe it becomes part of your gratitude log and you capture something every now and then that you're showing gratitude for each day. I actually am pairing it with some of the things in my bingo board on page 21. And something else, if you do the daily affirmation and you write that in your journal, maybe you could pair adding the photo challenge to that habit. And then you can take it to the next level and journal about what you took, some of the photos that you're taking. Print those photos in grayscale and then sit and add color to them. Again, engaging that creativity that's so good for our brains, or even try to sketch the photo you took. And then above all, when you're taking all these photos, pay attention to the senses that you can kind of capture within that photo. Like maybe there are scents associated with, you take a picture of your pumpkin spice latte. And when you see that, you sort of get that imagery and that memory. So I'm going to play a quick song, and you just, make yourself a little list or get your phone and make a little list and plug some fun autumn things in, and challenge yourself to do this photo challenge, this visual arts challenge. It's so great for our brain. I'll be back to check on you in just a minute, and let us know the things you're putting on your list, because something that you may be planning to capture in a photograph, someone else will be inspired by that. Okay, so you can continue to add to this. It just does brings us to one more level of paying attention, using our senses, and giving ourselves that good time in meditation. And when we pair it with parts of our journal, it allows us to celebrate and to embrace that we did something. We're moving our body, and we're enjoying the season, and we're persevering through these fall days. So we're going to color tonight, and I know you guys have seen the beautiful pumpkins that have been posted in Sonder Family, and I'm going to give you a hint. I always make a copy or two of some of these pages that come in when I'm like, oh, this is a good one. So there's something you can think about as your other journals come in, so that you can do them in different ways. But I'm in the Dallas area. We have a beautiful arboretum, and they do a big old pumpkin thing every year. And so I captured some beautiful pumpkin colors to inspire you. You can see they're not all just orange. And let's take a look at some other pictures of just these beautiful fall colors that we see. And then our wonderful Sonder family, come on, look at how all of these have been done. And I I want to point out like the one in the upper left, that was colored with broader strokes. It wasn't like every single line was done in a different color. So you can kind of take chunks if doing that finite work is hard on your hands. We've got these automatic sections built in with the pumpkin parts, and you can maybe even just do a brown and an orange and a green and a yellow. All these gorgeous, gorgeous. There's not one pumpkin that has looked, I mean, they're amazing, all colors. And so, just some inspiration there. And then I worked on this one and I made one of mine into a jack-o'-lantern. So if you're feeling like you want to embrace Halloween, feel free to do so. Now, there are no rules in our coloring practice. It is all process. We want to focus on what it's doing in our brain when we stop for a moment and color and focus on that paper. Make sure you're breathing. You're taking deep breaths. Try to relax your shoulders. Don't get tense over your coloring practice. And I'm going to go ahead and stop talking. I'm going to play a lot of great music so that you can just kind of chill out. Let us know if you notice your body. Okay. It's finally relaxing. It was a day and now I'm feeling better. And I'll come back in and check on you in just a little bit. If you have any questions or any thoughts, or you're still working on your photo list and you want to share a few more, feel free to do so. I'll be back to check on you in a little bit. Just popping in to check on you, and I'm looking at Sonder Club, and Sanji pa- put her pumpkin that she was doing the phases of the moon, right? Sanji, the moon phases, I believe, and they look awesome. Yes. So go take a look at that. And then I see Sarah Jean has a kitty cat helping her this evening. So we love that. Nicole's got her good pup. I love our time in these coloring socials. So remember that when you are coloring, the attention flows away from ourselves. It just takes the attention away from all the details of your day. So the things that are stressing you are kind of settling out. Your brain is becoming more relaxed. Hopefully, you're noticing that in your body. And coloring is really low stakes. And I think Shayna was saying she tried to do a watercolor class and it just made her like, oh, because I think we put a lot of pressure on ourselves for things to look a certain way, and it would kind of stress me out. But coloring is very low stakes. So you really do lean into this meditative process without an agenda, without other things going on. It really, you can color in the lines, you can color outside the lines. It can be messy, it can be neat and it's really your practice. It's just like if you're on a yoga mat, you do what your body allows you to do. You take what you need. So I'm going to put on some more music. Thank you guys. Keep sharing in the chat as you would like. And let's just listen to some more wonderful music. Bailey and I are so proud of you for taking a few minutes to yourself this evening to just relax and lean into this meditation. I'm proud of you. I'm glad you did this, and you can continue to color. I'll share my playlist and I'll tell you that the songs that we listen to are kind of toward the bottom. I have my perseverance song, so I have some real good hype music there. But down at the bottom around the latter part of the 30s, those are the songs that we've been listening to this evening. So you can, if you want to go, if you have Spotify, please, hop on that list and you can sit and would love to see your pumpkins in Sonder Club if you don't mind sharing. I just love them, but they're so beautiful this month. We have the Refer a Friend QR code there where your friend gets $10 and you get $10. Upgrade to an annual subscription and you'll save a good chunk of money for our art supplies. And then if you're not part of Sonder Club, be sure that you scan in that QR code on the right there so that you can become part of that community. And Andrea, we usually don't finish the coloring pages at these socials because you have to have a break, right? Your handles start cramping up. But yeah, just there's not a finish line for this. And when you post in Sonder Club, please don't put I finally finished, because you finished when it was time for it to be finished. There's no timeline on these. You take what you need and you do that. Again, thank you for just hanging out with us this evening. I had a really long day. It was nice to sit with you. I've been working on my page. It's ended up being that my pumpkin is kind of looking like my high school colors. It's green and gold. So I did that jack-o'-lantern one, but I'm doing this one in those colors. So I just loved hanging out with you, and I'll see you next month as we get ready to color November's page. And good job, Sonder family. I'm glad you're taking care of yourself. I'll see you soon.